And a very pleasant good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome tonight to Cisne High School, the home of the Running Lions, as tonight the Cisne Running Lions get set to take on the Red Hill Salukis in a non-conference matchup over here at Cisne, as the water has all dried off the field the last few days, and it is a gorgeous day for baseball. Looking at about 70 degrees or so here in Cisne, and maybe a breeze, if any breeze. It's very slight, and it would be blowing from right to left. Cisne looking to get back on the good feet as they come in off of a very difficult loss yesterday to the North Clay Cardinals. One of those days when well, just nothing goes right, because the Running Lions that were missing 3 seniors. So this, of course, the Washington, D.C. trip that the seniors take every year. That is, of course, underwritten by the Podolsky family, and they take seniors from Wayne City and Fairfield and Cisne to Washington, D.C. to make sure that they have a well-rounded education. That's great. But the thing is, it's been scheduled on a game day. So the Running Lions a little bit short last night, and it showed, as they were unable to score against North Clay, and they gave up a 5-run first inning and then a 15-run second inning. However, from then on, they held North Clay scoreless the next couple of innings, ended up falling 20-0, but it's one of those days, talking with head coach Nick Howard, one of those days where you just kind of want to say, let's put that one behind us. Let's maybe erase the tape. They may not look at that one on YouTube. By the way, you are watching Wabash Catch TV. All of these games available here on cable as well as on YouTube at the Wabash Catch TV channel. Will be this, I believe, our last game this week, as North Clay is out of town. Salem is out of town. We'll be back in action after today. We'll be back next week for 3 games, Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday, as North Clay, I believe, faces Fairfield on Monday in Louisville, and then on Tuesday we'll be here on Tuesday and Thursday as Cisne takes on Waltonville and Woodlawn. Should set up to be a pretty fun game today. Both of these teams are, oh, you don't want to use the word desperate, but you could. They're both very looking for a win. The Running Lions coming in with a 2-4 record. The Red Hill Salukis in with a 1-6 record. They've yet to win in the Little Illini Conference. As a matter of fact, they haven't won since March 16th. And when they knocked off Martinsville, the Salukis have been on the wrong end of some pretty lopsided scores lately. And I was talking to Coach Stephen Killian about some of the games that they've had. He says, boy, they're needing something to turn their way. They've had some tough scores, and they're looking to get a win here tonight. It'll be Garrett. He'll send out Garrett Holfaker to pitch tonight. He'll be going up against Hunter Callahan for the Running Lions. Bandy's is our game sponsor, Bandy's Pharmacy, over in Salem, Illinois. We appreciate all the work that those folks put in all season long for us here at Wabash Catch TV. Again, it'll be Hunter Callahan on the mound for the Running Lions, and Hunter is just a ton of fun to watch. That kid throws hard. They kept him out of the game yesterday at Louisville at North Clay, because they wanted to make sure that Hunter had an opportunity to mow some folks down. That North Clay lineup maybe would have overmatched Hunter if he'd had to go long in that one. Colin Draper pitched most of that game yesterday for Cisne. He won't be able to go today due to pitching rules. So, should be a fun one tonight. It is the Red Hill Salukis out of the Little Illini Conference here in Cisne to take on the Cisne Running Lions out of the Midland Trails. We'll be back with much more, and we'll play ball here in just a little while on Wabash Catch TV. Back in a sec.
At Back & Body Works Chiropractic, we help you feel better naturally. Our naturopathic treatments are for the whole family, from newborns to the elderly. We offer auriculotherapy for smoking cessation and appetite control. We use acupuncture to improve health and well-being in the mind and body. Our high-quality supplements are made from organic, whole foods and herbs for adults and children. We also offer exercise classes for women of every age, size, and fitness level. We are conveniently located at 101 South Main Street on the Square in Louisville.
Call my mommy.
Going beyond the expected. It's what they do at Pekin Insurance, and it's been their way of doing business since 1921. It's service that goes the extra mile, and product that provides the flexibility to meet all of today's insurance needs and tomorrow's as well. Stop by and see the agents at North Wayne Insurance Agency in downtown Flora and Cisne. They will provide the financial protection and peace of mind that you need and deserve. North Wayne Insurance in Pekin, beyond the expected.
Welcome to the world of custom embroidery. Shirt Tales is here to service all of your embroidery and screen printing needs. From ball caps to teddy bears, we have it all. All custom made for your business or personal needs. We also sell Green Mountain grills and all the necessary products for your backyard barbecue. Call us today at 662-2451 or stop by 134 West North Avenue in Flora or visit us online at shirt-tales.net. With over 90 years of combined automotive repair experience, Butcher Automotive in Louisville has you covered. Locally owned and operated, Butcher Automotive offers complete vehicle repair services along with tire sales and wheel alignment. They are your local hand-cooked tire and interstate battery dealer. For your convenience, call 665-3666 for free local pickup and delivery, because at Butcher Automotive, they don't want you to give them your business, they want to earn it.
Come see my daddy with our boys.
For over 43 years, Bandy's Pharmacy has been your locally owned prescription for better health. With locations in Salem, Centralia, Mount Vernon, and Irvington, our fast, friendly, and professional pharmacists will take the time to explain your medications and give you the peace of mind that you deserve. Bandy's is also the area's largest provider of quality medical equipment solutions. And with a huge selection of medical uniforms and supplies, Bandy's Pharmacy and Medical Equipment truly is your prescription for better health.
Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop.
Make Carnaby Square in downtown Fairfield your fashion leader. We're the little boutique with the big inventory of beautiful, trendy outfits and clothing in a wide array of your favorite name brands. And don't forget our large selection of jewelry and accessories. Carnaby Square is Southern Illinois' largest dealer of Brighton. At Carnaby Square, we take pride in our one-on-one, knowledgeable customer service and look forward to helping you create your own special look. Plus, always free gift wrapping. Find endless gift ideas 24/7 at carnabysquare.com and on our Facebook page. Shop the fashion leader in downtown Fairfield, Carnaby Square.
At Clay City Banking Company, we're all on the same team, regardless of zip code. At home, work, school, or across the country, you can be part of our team with our cutting-edge mobile banking products. From your hand, you can check balances, transfer money, make deposits, and pay bills. Looking for a loan? We've got you covered with our mortgage, agriculture, commercial, and consumer loans. Join our team today. Clay City, Flora, Louisville, and Fairfield Banking Companies. We're the hometown banks, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Back here. And welcome back here to Cisne High School, the home of the Running Lions. We are very close to action here as the Red Hill Salukis are preparing to leave the field, and the umpires will be out here in just a moment to for the exchange of lineups between the Salukis and the Running Lions. It'll be Brandon Mitchell and Mark Wiley tonight. Brandon Mitchell will be running, well, he'll be officiating the bases, and Mark Wiley will be behind the plate. Looking forward to it here on this gorgeous day in Cisne. I did recheck the weather. It is the wind is actually blowing from south to north, so and 4 miles an hour. Not that big a wind. Shouldn't affect anything. Both these teams coming in, as I said, a little bit desperate for a win. The Cisne Running Lions have lost 3 in a row as they fell yesterday, of course, to Louisville. We already talked about North Clay. Last week, they fell to the Fairfield Mules in a tight battle, 2-1 here last week, and it was a very well-pitched game by Hunter Callahan, just not good enough as Fairfield was able to get the win over the Salukis. And prior to that, it was Flora. The last time we were here, Flora defeated the Running Lions by a score of 6-5, and that was a game that Coach, I tell you what, Coach Howard hated to lose that game. I'm sure everybody hated to lose that game, but they led 5-0 early in that game. Couldn't add to that lead, and Flora chipped back, and they were able to, they cut it to 5-2 going into the top of the 7th inning. And in that top of the 7th inning for Cisne, the wheels just fell off. The Flora Wolves scored 4 runs to take the lead without the benefit of a hit. It just there was a couple of walks, a hit by pitch, and an error that led to two runs scoring, and then the other 2 runs scored on a wild pitch slash pass ball. So it's just one of those games that, it's one of those games kind of like yesterday that Coach Howard is just going to prefer that the kids forget and move on down the road so they can get the possible win today against the Salukis. Again, as I said, the Salukis in at 1-6 under head coach Stephen Killian. I was kind of surprised when I heard the record. I hadn't seen Red Hill play. They had a pretty athletic basketball team this season, and they were very solid. They played, I think they won 18 or 19 games. They ended up having to play in Class 2A in basketball, but I kind of figured I'd see a few of those good athletic basketball players on the baseball squad. But no, I don't. I looked down the roster, and maybe a couple of those kids are playing baseball, but not that many as the umpires have taken the field. The coaches are meeting in the center of the diamond, and we're just moments away from first pitch. It's if you're looking at uniforms, trying to see the difference between the two. Well, one of the teams is wearing gray. The other team is wearing gray. So just might make sure you keep track to the little score bee down there at the bottom of the screen whenever we put that up after the game gets going. The uniforms for the Salukis may be a little bit brighter gray than the uniforms for Cisne. The best way possibly to tell the difference is the hats. Maybe the Running Lions have a blue and white hat, and the Red Hill Salukis with a gray hat with the blue RH on the hat. Hunter Callahan standing on the mound. He's ready to go. I think he's wondering why the officials and the coaches are meeting in the middle of home plate. He would prefer that they be away from there so he can warm up a little bit. Callahan typically starts pretty hot. He's pretty warm to start with anyway, as he is a right-handed thrower, and He throws smoke, ladies and gentlemen. He will fire it in, and he will occasionally probably not know exactly where it's going to end up. But he thinks he'll know where it'll end up. But you hope he knows where it's ending up because it's he'll aim it. But yeah, he does throw smoke, and occasionally, whenever you get a fastball strikeout pitcher like Hunter Callahan is, you will have the occasional wildness, and we'll keep an eye out for that as the officials have met the coaches. The Salukis are ready to go. Taking a look at the Red Hill lineup, they will send up to bat here in this first inning Dawson Holtz. He's a shortstop, wears number 26. He'll be followed up by Hayden Hessler. He's the catcher, wearing number 12. Trevor Toole in the 3 spot. He plays third base, wearing number 43. And it'll be the DH in the cleanup area. The DH is Will Stimler. He wears number 30. For the Cisne defense, across the infield from the left to the right, Gavin Featherling, number 16, playing third base today. Jesse Milner, the freshman. Actually, it's a freshman left side of the infield with Featherling and Milner. Milner, the shortstop. Second baseman is Colin Draper. He wears number 1. And the first base, Eli Hasselton. He of the long hair. Eli has you can pick him out of a lineup, that's for sure. In the outfield from left to right, it'll be Malcolm Levi playing the left field spot. He'll be joined in center by Dalton Miller. And on the right side, it is Connor Brack. The battery is Hunter Callahan, the pitcher, number 23, throwing to Ian Klingler at home plate. These seniors for the Cisne Running Lions, Dalton Miller, Ian Klingler, and Malcolm Levi, they may all be a little bit tired. The bus got in just a few hours ago, and they have they sent the seniors home to get a few hours of sleep, but they are back at it right now. Hey, Miles, how many hours of sleep did Malcolm get, or did the Levi get? 5? 4 or 5? Well, that's plenty. He's a high school growing boy. He can handle playing with that. That's for sure. He's playing left field. He's not having to catch. That's good. Although Klingler's a senior too, and he's catching. So we are just about ready to get underway. Dawson Holtz steps in, and our first pitch from Hunter Callahan comes in a bit high for ball 1. Just underway here in Cisne. The Running Lions looking for their first win in a couple of weeks against the Red Hill Salukis, looking for their first win in 3 weeks. Second pitch in for ball 2, just over the outside part of the plate. That one down the middle, maybe a little bit on the inside half for strike 1. That's 2-1. Next one into Dawson Holtz is outside, low and outside. Dawson Holtz looks like he may be willing to let Hunter Callahan see if he can't pitch his way into a strikeout. He may leave that bat on his shoulder for more than one. We'll see. There goes ball 4. He won't have to. So first hitter of the game for Red Hill takes his base on 5 pitches. Never swung the bat. Holtz at first brings up Hayden Hessler. Hessler's a sophomore. By the way, Holtz is a freshman. It's a young Red Hill Salukis squad. Holtz leads off first base. The throw over. Not in time. But Callahan looking over there again. There's a bunt right up the middle. Callahan will gather only one play. That's the first. He gets it out at first base. Successful sacrifice for Hayden Hessler. And that will move Holtz to second base with 1 out, bringing up Trevor Toole. Toole is the third baseman. Wears number 43. He's also a freshman. So like I said, a very young lineup here for the Red Hill Salukis. And that ball gets away. It's a wild pitch. Throw down. He's safe, able to evade the tag. Throw might have beaten the runner Holtz, but he'll get over there on a wild pitch. So just 80 feet from home plate, the runner. Callahan into the stretch. Fires home, and that's a hard strike. Swung on and missed by Toole. Trevor Toole. Like I said, one of two freshmen all ready to bat here in this first inning. There's one out. Man on third. There's strike. 1-2 the count. Next one in from Callahan is knocked to left field on the run to get it. Malcolm Levi. It goes back into fair territory. Check that. That's a foul ball. That is going to be called a foul ball, and it'll coming back will be Trevor Toole. And Stephen Killian wants to have a discussion with Mark Wiley about that foul ball, as everybody will head back to their positions. The count will remain 1-2. There's one out. Count will remain 1-2 against Toole. Just a loud strike, I guess. Well, Malcolm was in foul territory, and the ball out there too. Next one, a swing and a miss, and strike three to Trevor Toole. That's the second out of the inning. Brings in Will Stemler. Stemler is a sophomore, so two freshmen, two sophomores in this opening part of the Red Hill lineup. And when Callahan reared back and just fired it right past Will Stemler. Stemler, the DH, bats in place of the pitcher, Garrett Holfaker. Next one in is a strike as well. 0-2 the count. A little bit of a hole here for Will Stemler. Out of the stretch, Callahan fires home. And strike three looking for Stemler. So while the Salukis able to get a man on to third base, unable to get him in after half an inning, there is no score. Back after these.
Make Wabash Internet your superpower and fly through downloads at super fast speeds. You'll feel like a superhero flying faster than a speeding bullet with Wabash's fiber internet. You'll have the power you need for all your online activities, from streaming movies to online gaming. We offer speeds up to 1 gig. Visit wabash.net to express your interest in Wabash Fiber. Certain restrictions apply. Contact us for complete details.
Country Roads Realty goes the extra mile to take you home. Managing broker Jessica McCleary, along with Terry Weedman and Judy Reed, bring commitment, integrity, and results, as well as 21st century technology to the business of real estate. Virtual house tours are always open at countryroadsrealty.net. Call Country Roads Realty at 842-SOLD and give Country Roads the chance to earn your business and add you to their long list of satisfied clients.
Welcome back to Cisne. Garrett Holfaker on the mound. He's got sunglasses on. Lefty thrower. He will face the Cisne Running Lions first three of Dalton Miller, the center fielder. Then he'll be followed by Jesse Milner and Hunter Callahan. The pitcher will be up third. If any of those players get on, Connor Brack will hit from his cleanup spot. Taking a look at the Red Hill Salukis defense, across the infield, number 43, Trevor Toole, the third baseman. Dawson Holtz at the shortstop position. Mason Moore will play the second base spot. And Big Ross Wells at the first base. Across the outfield, in left, Peyton Ray, number 29. Josh Henry, number 23, in center. And Lucas Weger. W-E-G-E-R is Weger. Lucas Weger, number 38, in right. Garrett Holfaker, the pitcher, will throw to Hayden Hesler as he throws ball one into Dalton Miller. We are underway here in the bottom half of the first inning. No score. First couple of pitches from Holfaker have been a little bit way out of the zone. And make that 3 for 3 out of the zone for Garrett Holfaker. He is a sophomore, left-handed thrower, wears number 13. And just like Hunter Callahan, he opens the game with a walk. Dalton Miller will take his base, and Jesse Milner, the freshman, will check into the batter's box, right-handed hitter. Holfaker, the left-handed pitcher, looks over to first, now throws home out of the stretch. Running is a Miller to second base. He's got it clean. And that will go down as a stolen base. That pitch was high, so 5 pitches, 5 balls so far for Holfaker. And there's a strike in the inside corner. You can't believe Milner letting one go past. Once your first 5 have gone by as a ball, you kind of wonder if you're going to get one. Bottom of the first inning, no score there. One is well high to the outside. Two and one the count. Holfaker taking his time, making sure Miller's not going to go. He does not. And there's ball 3, a little bit up. 3 and 1 the count to Milner. Oh, swing and a miss, swung right through that one. Holfaker took a little bit off of that one, and boy, that was a nice change. Came right down the pipe. And Milner a little bit ahead of that. Jesse Milner at the plate. Dalton Miller dancing off second. There's ball 4. It will send Milner to first base. And Holfaker is finding himself in a little bit of trouble in the early going because Hunter Callahan can tattoo the baseball.
Go.
2 men on by way of the base on balls so far here for Red Hill. Cisne is at the plate. Hunter Callahan in the darker gray. I don't know if you'd call that charcoal. Yeah, probably charcoal. That ball a little bit high and outside. Charcoal gray for the Running Lions with the blue numerals and orange trim. Lions, Cisne across their chests. The next one is knocked into center field. After it is Henry, and he looks like he's drawing a bead on it, and he cannot make the catch. The ball got over his head and stuck in the ground. Yeah, you got to. That's got to be a ground rule double, doesn't it? The ball got over his head. It looked like Josh Henry had an eye on it, and they're going to hold Callahan to a single, pardon me. I am not sure I've ever seen that. Well, I told you, there's been some rain, and that ball was high enough, made it very difficult for Josh Henry. He just wasn't back far enough. It was carrying a little bit on him, and Now with a stoppage in play, they will give a ground rule double. So a double for Callahan will score a run for the Running Lions. And those walks coming back to haunt Garrett Holfaker. So still nobody out. Connor Brack will step into the batter's box. 1-0 the lead for Cisne. He swings through another changeup. Good pitch there from Garrett Holfaker. And the next one is ball 1. 1-0. Scores 1-0. 1-1 the count. And the ball a bit outside. There have been, I tell you what, Garrett Holfaker may not make it throughout the 6 or 7 innings of the game. He's thrown a lot of pitches, and he's still looking for his first out. That ball knocked into left. That's going to be a base hit. 1-1 real score. Here comes Callahan, the catch at third. He's got him in a hot box, and he beats the tag home, and all the way around to third base is Connor Brack. Oh, that is something else. Brack gets all the way to third on the rundown. Callahan scores. That makes it 3-0 in favor of Cisne. And Red Hill still looking for their first out, as there's a equipment issue for Hayden Hessler's glove. That maybe that's why they didn't throw it home. I'm kind of surprised Trevor Toole just ran him home and then tried to run him down, and that's unusual. That's not how Fred McGriff would have you do it. You're always supposed to run get the ball in front of the runner and run them back to the previous base. But as it is, Connor Brack is at third base with a well, I don't know if they call that a single, a double, or a triple, to tell you the truth, because there really was never a drop on the ball. Just a base running, just they kind of got a little bit. I'm gonna call that a single, is what I'm going to call that. Single, able to advance on the throw. That's what we're calling it. Advance 2 bases on the throw. So single and 2 bases. Still puts him at third base. Eli Hasselton knocks it to the first baseman, gathered by Ross Wells, and he'll run to the bag to gather the first out of the inning for the Salukis. Connor Brack does come in to score, and that makes it 4-0 in favor of the Running Lions. So an RBI for Hasselton. And up now for Cisne's Gavin Featherling. Oh, and 1 the count. That ball off the pitcher, off of Holfaker. He gathers, throws. Oh, and it rolls to first, unable to get there in time. That's going to be an infield hit for Gavin Featherling. As, boy, oh boy, Garrett Holfaker, you know, he's already having a tough time out there, and just add insult to injury, getting hit by the batted ball. That brings in Ian Klingler. Klingler, the catcher. He knocks that one foul to the left side. It's still a 4-0 game with a man on first base for Cisne. Couple of walks, couple of hits. 3 hits, as a matter of fact, here for the Running Lions. They have 4 runs in. No errors. for Red Hill. Just started the game with those two, put the first two men on by way of the walk, and that's a no-no. And they've got him picked off. They've got Featherling picked to throw to second, and the ball gets away, so Featherling will be safe at second base. Klingler will be looking at a 1-on-1 count when we return to play, but the Running Lions off to a nice start. They lead 4-0 here in the first. That ball swung on and tipped up high over the catcher and umpire's heads against the back fence. 300 down the right field line, 310 to the power alley in right. 280 feet down the left field line, 305 out in the power alley on the left side. And away out in center field there, it's 350 feet. Thought for a moment that Hunter Callahan's ball might get over that 305 sign, but it did not quite make it, but then implanted into the ground. Swing and a miss, strike three for Klingler. There's out number two. Four runs in on 3 hits as Colin Draper will step in. He's playing second base today, pitched yesterday. Didn't have any fun doing it either, I'll bet. As, boy, that was just one of those days. The North Clay Cardinals were on fire. And Colin was the recipient. Watches ball one go past. 2 outs here in the first inning, 4 runs in. That one fouled back into the fence way up high. And with a 1-1 count, he'll look at Garrett Holfaker's next offering. Standing out at second base remains Gavin Featherling. And he'd like to come around on a base hit potentially, as swung and a miss there by Colin Draper. Draper, the 8th hitter to bat here in this bottom of the first inning for the Cisne Running Lions. Lions, the home team. There's a pop-up. Looking for it is Hayden Hessler, and the ball falls into foul territory. I guess it bounced into foul territory and bounced into fair. Four nothing to score. Featherling out at second base. That ball popped up again, this time in foul territory on the right side, and making the play is Hessler for the 3rd out of the inning. But the Cisne Running Lions with off to a big start as they scored 4 runs on 3 hits, and they left 1 on. We'll be back here to Cisne after these words.
Napa know-how.
At Flora Auto Parts, you can count on the Napa know-how experts to have the solutions to keep you running on the road or in the field. More than just your car, your locally owned Napa store carries a large inventory of parts for farms, heavy trucks, and just about everything that moves. Experienced counter people understand your needs and are ready to help with the perfect part at a great value. That's Napa know-how at Flora Auto Parts.
Are you going out of town for a vacation or a weekend getaway? What are you going to do with your dog? That's easy. There's Jaggers Doggy Daycare in Mount Vernon. Jaggers Doggy Daycare is your one-stop shop for overnight dog boarding, doggy daycare, as well as dog grooming and obedience dog training. It's your dog's home away from home, and they will thrive, and they'll get one-on-one attention by a great staff. More information is available on the web at jaggersdoggydaycare.com. Jaggers Doggy Daycare, 414 Main Street in Mount Vernon.
And welcome back here to Cisne as the Running Lions had an outstanding first inning. They lead the Red Hill Salukis 4-0 after one. Coach Killian had a short chat with the umpiring crew in between innings, and he was just making a change. I think there may be a player for Red Hill that may have come out of the game. We'll keep an eye out. Josh Henry will come into bat. He's the number 5 hitter. He'll be followed by Peyton Ray, the left fielder. Josh, by the way, the center fielder. Peyton Ray, the left fielder, wearing number 29, and then Mason Moore, second baseman for the Salukis. 1-1 the count as, I was talking with the personnel up here in the booth. And the difference in speeds from Garrett Holfaker to Hunter Callahan is pretty breathtaking. Hunter throwing about 85 or 90, 88, 90 miles an hour. And he just rears back and fires, and there's strike 3 looking. 2 strikeouts, make that 3 strikeouts in a row for Callahan. He has 3 strikeouts in the game. And that brings up Peyton Ray, the left fielder, number 29. Peyton is a freshman. Four freshmen on this Red Hill Saluki squad. And all of them playing today. Trevor Toole, Peyton Ray, Dawson Holtz, and I checked that, Caleb Lanning not in the lineup. We may see him later. 1-1 the count. Next one to pitch outside. Pardon, check that, stayed in. That is a strike 2. You are watching Cisne Running Lion baseball on Wabash Catch TV. That one gets away from the catcher, and he'll throw down to first base for the out. So there's 4 strikeouts in a row for Callahan. 2 of them by way of the caught looking, 2 of them swinging third strikes. And very quickly, Mason Moore will check in. Mason Moore Jr. wears number 8. And he watches the first one out of the strike zone. Next one coming in is a bit high, maybe a little inside, makes it 2-0 the count. 2 outs already here in this top of the second inning. Callahan fires home. There's strike 1 to Mason Moore. 4 strikeouts in a row for Callahan. And that one a bit high. Nice grab, nice snag, actually, by Ian Klingler. As he barely got the webbing on that one. 4-0, Cisne up. There's strike 2. You know, I can see why you don't swing. That ball is on you in a hurry. Next one in from Callahan. Strike 3, or swung on strike 3. There's a 3 up, 3 down inning, all 3 coming by way of the strikeout. After 1.5, Cisne leads 4-0. We'll be back after these.
Life is made up of moments. We care about those moments as much as you do. We are Modern Woodmen, a fraternal financial services organization, member-owned, not stockholder-run. Since 1883, we've supported families, strengthened communities, and helped people reach their financial goals. From protection to saving to retirement planning, let us help you plan for those special moments in your life.
For career opportunities or financial planning, call me, Justin Harness, your local Modern Woodmen representative.
I'm Mike Dye from Max Dye Incorporated. Since 1964, we've been doing business with one simple idea. Treat people right and they'll come back. So whether you're shopping for a new GMC, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, or pre-owned vehicle, or need service, we can help. Our qualified sales representatives and expert auto technicians provide you with straightforward, no-hassle shopping and service every time. Come see what we mean when we say hometown friendly, the way car shopping should be at Max Dye Incorporated in Salem.
And welcome back here to Cisne, 4-0. The Running Lions lead the Salukis. The change that I thought I was spying earlier has been made. Dawson Holtz pulled from the game. He's over in the dugout for the Running Lions with his got his wrist wrapped up a little bit. Holtz was playing shortstop. They've moved Mason Moore over to short and brought in number 4, Cameron Gross, to play second base. So Moore moves to shortstop, and Cameron Gross enters the game to play second base for the Salukis. I didn't really see where he might have been affected. Maybe could have happened sliding, I guess. And the first pitch from Holfaker here to Malcolm Levi is in the dirt. Malcolm Levi, the number 9 hitter in the Running Lions lineup. He's playing left field today. He'll be followed up here by Dalton Miller and Jesse Milner. Both Miller and Milner scored in that first inning as they reached base by walking. We are in the bottom of the second inning, 1-1 the count. Swing and a miss. Levi swings through strike 2. As the Running Lions got 4 runs on 3 hits in the first inning, did leave a man on. Gavin Featherling was left on out there at second base. But the first 4 men on in the inning, and that makes it tough to stop. Next one bounces off just in front of home plate. By the way, we want to mention the Cisne Teachers Association. Going to have a big old trivia contest on Friday night. All the money goes to help fund the scholarships. That's an outstanding organization and an outstanding cause. As Levi swings through that one and strikes out to open the second inning. Second strikeout of the game for Holfaker. That'll bring up Dalton Miller. Yeah, if you're avid or not even an avid trivia player, you might consider heading up to the Fairfield Elks this Friday night and get a team together. It's a lot of fun. You'd have a good time. As a matter of fact, I'm going to be there playing. That's the plan anyway. As that ball flutters out of the hand of Garrett Holfaker, the left-handed pitcher. They're going to start feeding up there, sandwiches and chips and all the accoutrements up at about 5:30 on Friday night. Oh, and the ball knocked to deep left field from Miller, and that one is way out of here. Home run for Dalton Miller, and he'll touch them all and bumps the lead to 5-0. That was a shot. Boy, out there in left field, Peyton Ray barely had to move. He didn't really move much. And that'll bring out Coach Killian. As Miller, I believe that's his first home run of the year. He scored twice now. And they have a short chat with Garrett Holfaker, and he's ready to go. Jesse Milner will be up next. Milner, a freshman, is playing shortstop for the Running Lions. Umpire's talking to him. I don't know if he's waiting what the delay is now. He's ready to go. I guess maybe they were waiting on. There's somebody heading out there to find that baseball. Into the cornfield, or the old corn. It's not corn yet. That ball is knocked just inside, just out of the grasp of the third baseman. Gathered and throw across, but not in time. Boy, Mason Moore puts some fire on it. But safe at first is Jesse Milner with an infield hit. That'll bring up the big right-hander, Hunter Callahan. And the fellow who went out there to gather Dalton Miller's baseball is standing out there again. He thinks he can get another one maybe. We'll see. Milner heads to second base. The throw a little high. And it'll be a stolen base for Jesse Milner. 5-0. The score here for Cisne, their lead here in this bottom of the second inning. 2-0 the count. Hunter may not see much to hit here already with Holfaker already behind the count. 2-0. Third pitch is popped up, foul, and out of play to the right. A little bit of plate protection there from Hunter Callahan. He didn't like the pitch, just knock it away and get a new one. Callahan, just a junior. He's got speed to burn from the mound and a lot of power. Back to second base, the throw that Jesse Milner is well aware. One out here in the bottom of the second inning. 1 run already in for Cisne. Holfaker peers around. Milner goes, and there's no throw to third. So Milner will take third on a stolen base. I don't think you call catchers indifference this early in the ball game. He didn't throw. Actually, I don't think that Trevor Toole was over there yet. So, ball 4 to Hunter Callahan. He'll reach first base for the second time this afternoon. And now there will be a pitching change, as Holfaker will leave the mound, and I think they're going to bring in Colton Bridwell. He's a junior, right-hander. Holfaker heads off. He won't take another position. And they'll give Bridwell a chance to warm up, and we'll give him a chance to warm up as well. Has one out here in the bottom of the second inning. Cisne leads 5-0. We'll be back after these.
At Wabash Communications, our goal is simple: to keep people connected. And today we are doing just that, better than ever, by delivering the latest technology and personal service only a local provider can offer. We offer services anywhere from fast, reliable internet, TV services, and home monitoring solutions to crystal clear local and long-distance phone service. Wabash continues the commitment we started back in 1952, delivering a great connection to the most important people we know, our customers. So choose Wabash, the local service from people you can trust.
At Rollinson's in Salem, we take pride in offering American-made appliances by Whirlpool, Maytag, Amana, and KitchenAid. Plus, we service everything we sell. Shop our showroom of cabinetry and countertops. Not sleeping well on your current mattress? Hurry on over and see what Serta quality is like. Our flooring stands alone in selection and price, bringing you Mohawk brands that you know and trust. Stop in today and let us help you get the best results for every room in your house.
Commitment. At Salem Rural King, Commitment is serving your community the way we would want to be served. Commitment is a newly renovated store with more hard-to-find items for the whole family. Commitment is knowing that when you shop at Rural King, you'll find everything you need in one stop: farm, home, sporting, automotive, clothing, and much more. Come on over to Salem Rural King and experience our commitment for yourself. 1410 West Whitaker in Salem.
So Connor Brock steps into the right field batter's box, the right side, as the on the first pitch, the courtesy runner heads to second base. I'm trying to catch the number who's in there for Callahan for the time being. That looks like a 15 for Cisne. It's 2-1 the count here from, that's Connor Smith running, by the way, out there for Hunter Callahan. They usually let you put a courtesy runner in for your pitchers. 3-1 the count now. Colton Bridwell, the pitcher. A swing and a miss from Connor Brack will fill the count. 3-2. Base hit probably would score 2. That ball popped up to the right side. That's going to get out of play. Into the street. The two runners on base still belong to Holtfaker. He went 1 2/3. Had 2 strikeouts. That ball knocked through the left side. Takes a big old tough bounce and gets away from the left fielder. That's going to get almost to the fence, and it's going to put Brack out on second base. Give him 2 RBIs as he and a single with an error. First error of the game. But both runs do come in to score, and it's all of a sudden 7-0. 7 runs and 7 earned against Holtfaker. That'll finish his book. Brings in Eli Hosselton to face Brack. 2 RBIs there. Pardon me, Eli Hosselton to face Bridwell. 2 RBIs there for Connor Brack. As Milner and Callahan and Miller, all three with 2 runs scored today. That ball popped up to the left side. Back on it is Moore. He makes the grab for the second out of the inning. It's the second unassisted putout against Eli Hosselton. He feels a little snake bit probably. Brack still stays on second base. As Bridwell pitches from the stretch. Brack now throws from third, and the ball gets away from Toole. As Brack slid into the throw. That's a stolen base of third. Colton Bridwell back on the mound. There's ball 1 against 1 strike now for Bridwell. Gavin Featherling at the plate for the Running Lions. The Lions sent 8 men to the plate in that first inning. They have Featherling. Here's the 7th man to come up for the Running Lions here in the second. The Running Lions are 7 up with 2 outs here in the second inning. 1 and 2 the count. Well, I think those maple trees are beginning to get to me a little bit. I was doing pretty good. Those maple, whenever they start leafing and budding. They have got 2 or 3 different stages, and they get me. Knock to the shortstop. Moore makes a nice play, throws across, and in time for the 3rd out. But again, the Cisne Running Lions coming up big. They got 3 runs on 3 hits, along with a home run from Dalton Miller. And after 2 innings, Cisne leads Red Hill 7-0. Back after these.
Shop now as we unload. Savings by the truckload.
Hi, this is Craig from Salem Tire Center. Our business is getting you on the road and keeping you there. That's why we're a proud provider of the Michelin tires, including the Michelin Defender family, Michelin's longest lasting tires on the road. Stop by today at Salem Tire Center, Route 50 and I-57 in Salem, or call us at 548-5045.
It is all things new at Zimdar's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Appliance Repair. We have a new line of heating and cooling equipment and new technicians. Our new equipment line offers 24 months free financing and excellent warranty coverage. Our experienced service technicians can provide you with quality service and repairs on all brands of HVAC equipment. Zimdar's has been serving Clay County and the surrounding areas for over 23 years. The employees of Zimdar's are here to help, so call local and call Zimdar's.
And welcome back here to Cisne. Running Lions have jumped out to a 7-0 lead over the Red Hill Salukis. And I tell you what, Hunter Callahan beginning to find himself a groove as he has struck out 5 hitters in a row. Interesting watching him pitch. Watch his head as he really rocks back and fires. It looks like he's looking away from home. Yeah, he's not even looking at home plate whenever the arm is coming over the top. He's got his head turned all the way toward first base. Now, maybe he can see home plate peripherally, but when the ball's leaving his hand, he's not looking home. It reminds me of some other pitchers over the years. Oh, you remember Fernando Valenzuela, years and years ago for the Dodgers. He would turn all the way around, face center field before coming back around and throwing home. And that's just one of an unusual, kind of an unusual delivery. Usually whenever you see a pitcher throw like that, they might be overthrowing a little bit, but not today so far for Callahan. He's got 5 strikeouts and an 0-1 count here on Lucas Weger. Weger's the right fielder. Where's number 38? He's a junior. 0-2 the count to Weger. Got a little bit of aluminum on that one. He'll stay alive as he'll be followed here by Ross Wells, the first baseman. And then Cameron Gross will bat in place of Dawson Holtz, presumably. Callahan shakes off the first choice and swing and a miss. Strike 3 for Weger. With a 2-strike count, I'm wondering if Ian Klingler didn't suggest maybe a waste pitch, and Callahan wouldn't have any of that. He says, I'm throwing home. That ball gets through Klingler, and it is the first ball of the inning. 6 straight strikeouts now. 6 straight strikeouts now for Klingler, or probably for Callahan. Swing and a miss by Wells. 1-1 the count here in the top of the 3rd. Steve Reich 2. Wells is a senior. He stands in. Lets ball 1 get past. Like I said, after him, it'll be Cameron Gross. Gross is a senior. He came in after the top of the 2nd inning. Actually came in, I believe, in the at the top of the second inning, as there's a strike 3 looking. Make that 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 strikeouts in a row. As Cameron Gross faces Callahan for the first time. Knocked right back to Callahan. He gathers, throws across for the 3rd out of the inning. Very quickly, 3 up, 3 down. The streak ends at 7. We'll go to the bottom of the 3rd inning with Cisne leading Red Hill 7-0. Back after these.
Are you looking to start a DIY project or new home construction? Come see us at Zinc Building Center. We can help with interior, exterior, and commercial doors. Need some new siding? Whether it be vinyl, stone, or cedar shake, we can help. How about roofing? Call us for a free estimate on a metal or shingled roof. We also deal in lumber, cabinetry, paint, plumbing, and electrical. Stop by and see us on Route 45 in Louisville.
Come see us.
In 1916, Warren Miller chose Auto Owners Insurance. Later, his son made the same choice, as did his grandson. And today, his great-granddaughter did the same. As we reflect on where we've been, we're grateful to our independent agents and to those who have put their trust in us, and to the generations who will. Auto Owners Insurance.
Harrison Insurance in Louisville is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
By a mile, by golly, by a mile. You saw that right there. 7-0. The lead for the Running Lions over the Red Hill Salukis here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Colton Bridwell heads out for his first full inning of work for the Salukis. He came in with 2 outs in that bottom of the 2nd. And check that, he came in with 1 out in the bottom of the second, and Connor Brack knocked a single out to left field against him. Stepping in will be Ian Klingler. Check that, sorry about that. Ian, senior catcher, wears number 5. First time up, he struck out today. Klingler will be followed by Colin Draper, second baseman, and Malcolm Levi, the Running Lions left fielder. Klingler struck out his last time. He's 0 for 1 as he watches that one go past. Ian probably has a little bit more time on his hands now as the Cisne High School folks had their big musical over the weekend. Certain it was a ton of fun. As Bridwell's next 3-1 pitch is up high. Ian will take his base on a walk. First walk from Bridwell. Holfaker gave up 3 walks, including 1 to each of the first 2 hitters for the Running Lions. 2 in the first, 1 in the second. Klingler will take a seat for the courtesy runner. And that's Tyler Legg over at first base. Nobody out. Colin Draper stepping in. He flew out to the catcher. Fouled out to the catcher, I believe. His first time up. As Bridwell looks at first, now throws a high one home. Did not come back. Did not curve back in. Bridwell is a junior, wears number 40. He peers over to Ross Wells and now throws home. High throw, high strike, high throw, and the tag a little late. So stolen base for Tyler Legg. Throw got out there plenty, well, maybe a little bit late as that ball's knocked through the left side for a base hit. And heading home, trying to score, Tyler Legg, and the ball is cut off. Legg will score for the Runnin' Lions on the base hit by Colin Draper. That's how important that stolen base was. And it gives the Runnin' Lions an 8-0 lead. RBI to Draper. He stands off of first base, as Malcolm Levi will take a look at the pitch. And that stolen base out there he's safe. That's Colin Draper. A throw from the catcher Hessler a little bit high. And the Running Lions in business again. Nobody out. Leading 8-0 here in the top of the third. That pitch high again. So it's 3-0 to Malcolm Levi. He'll probably leave the bat on his shoulder here. I can't imagine he's got the green light. You never know, though. On a 3-0 count. And he does not have the green light. I don't know if he could have reached that one anyway. That was a well-placed pitch from Bridwell. 3-1. That one is not quite as well placed. And Bridwell walks him. So, Levi to first base. Draper over on second with that stolen base. Still nobody out. Facing the top of the lineup. This is beginning to smell like trouble for Red Hill. Dalton Miller watches the first one go past. Miller's last time up, he cranked one out to left field for a home run. First time up, he reached base on a walk. So he's up there twice. He's been on base both times. He scored both times. You can say that about Milner, who scored both times, and Callahan as well. Top three in the lineup have not made an out yet for the Running Lions. And 3-0 the count to Miller. 8-0 the lead for Cisne. They had 4 in the first, 3 in the second, 1 so far here in this third inning. They are threatening again with man on second, man on first, nobody out. And ball 4 is high. To Dalton Miller, his second walk of the game. And Hessler will go out and have a word with his pitcher as the bases are forced loaded now. Draper standing on third base. Malcolm Levi out at second. Dalton Miller at first. And stepping in is Jesse Milner. He's 1 for 1 with a single and a walk. And the Ducks are on the pond for him right now as that ball is high, as Bridwell having trouble bringing it down. That one inside and high, as Jesse Milner just kind of bent over the plate, so it didn't hit him. The Runnin' Lions bench beginning to chatter a little bit. That ball knocked foul out of play to the left side. It'll bring the count to 2-1. I believe that was the Jesse Milner saying, "You're not going to cheat me, buddy. I'm going to get a cut or 2 up here. Maybe 3. Next one from Bridwell on the way. High and inside above the head of the freshman. Sometimes it's good to be 5'4". If you're 5'4", it's always good to be 5'4". Next ball knocked foul out of play to the right side. Full count, nobody out still. Bases loaded for Jesse Milner. And the last thing Bridwell wants to do is force in a run and then bring up Callahan. He just forced in a run. He's going to bring up Callahan. So, second walk of the game. Will score a run. Colin Draper comes in. And we may have another pitching change as Stephen Killian heads out to talk to his man, Colton Bridwell. Bases are chock full of running Lions. And the score is now 9-0. With Malcolm Levi standing on third, Dalton Miller standing on second, and Jesse Milner at first base. And Killian wants to make sure everybody knows where to go with the baseball. As the umpires, now there will be a change in pitcher. They are going to bring in Peyton Ray to replace Bridwell. Colton Bridwell will take a seat. Ray comes in to pitch. 9-0. Bases are chucked and nobody out. Here in the bottom of the third inning, we'll be back with Peyton Ray throwing right after these.
Residents of the Clay County and surrounding area have relied on Clay County State Bank for sound professional service for over 100 years. With convenient lobby and drive-up hours, we are ready to serve you Monday through Saturday. We appreciate all who bank with us, and we look forward to the opportunity of working with anyone who is looking for a community bank to help with their financial needs. Give us a call at 665-3314, visit us online, or stop by and see us on the square in Louisville to experience our friendly personal service.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont's always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Fairfield Memorial Hospital has been providing excellence in community health care since 1950. We are proud to offer a wide range of services in both the inpatient and outpatient settings. Horizon Healthcare, our rural health clinic, now has 3 locations to better serve our patients' needs. Patients can be seen at our Horizon Healthcare clinics in Fairfield, Cisne, and Grayville. Call us today to learn more about the services offered at Fairfield Memorial Hospital.
Hey, you're on TV, Miles. Miles is smiling because his brother's over on third base. Hunter Callahan checks into the batter's box and swings through the first pitch from Peyton Ray. Peyton Ray coming in from left field to throw. Bridwell out in left field now. And that ball knocked down the left field line. Foul. A little bit more heat on Peyton Ray's pitches. All 3 runners on base do belong to Bridwell as that ball bounces in. Peytonray. He wears number 29, and he's just a freshman. Tough time to come in. It's a 2-2 count now. He is a move. He works quickly. He has the bases loaded with running Lions behind him. Nobody out. That ball knocked down, foul out of play. Callahan just a little ahead of it. He's going to try to gauge his swing a little bit, see if he can slow it down and knock one fair. That ball knocked foul down the right field side, so he backed off a little bit, but a little bit too much. 9-0 the score. Long ball here would make it 13. Lucky 13. The next one is a knock to left field. That is going to drop in front of the fence. One run is in. Here comes the second one. Here comes, are they going to send them? No. So another double for Hunter Callahan. He's second of the game. 2 doubles with a walk. 2-run score. Milner stops at third. Miller scored and Malcolm Levi scored behind him. And all of a sudden, it's an 11-0 game with nobody out still. Walks, you just can't do it. You can't afford walks. Callahan's going to go take a seat again as he'll be replaced again by Connor Smith. Strike inside. Inside corner. Running Lions with 4 runs in this inning. Swing just over the top there from Brack. Peyton Ray, another left-hander. Holfaker was a left-hander. First pitcher of the game. This ball knocked a little bit foul over to the left side. We'll redo it. Men on second and third. Still nobody out here in this bottom of the third inning. 11-0 to score. Running Lions with 4 in the first, 3 in the second, and that ball knocked out to center field, deep center field. Backing up on it is Henry. It gets over his head, bounces in front of the fence, and 1 run will score. They're going to try to score to Lewis. He comes in, and the tag is in time. He is out. Connor Smith out at the plate on the throw. Brack will take third. So double for Brack. Smith thrown out at the plate. Nice throw. Very nice throw from Josh Henry. As Milner scores, makes it a 12-0 game. First out of the inning. And a man on third base as Brack took third on the throw. Eli Hasselton in now. He's 0 for 2. Grounded out to the first baseman. He took it unassisted. And then popped out to the shortstop. He looks at a 2-0 count, swings through the 2-0 pitch from Peyton Ray for his first strike. 12-0. Cisne with 4 in the first, 3 in the second, 5 so far here in the third. That ball gets away, and sliding safely is Brack to score on the wild pitch. That bounced in front of the plate. And there is the throw, not in time, as actually got a little bit behind Peyton Ray. And 6 runs now in for the Runnin' Lions. And that ball just under the glove of Ross Wells gets through for a single. Hasselton's first hit of the game. We'll bring up Gavin Featherling, the 9th hitter to check up the plate, to come to the plate for the Running Lions here in this bottom 3. Featherling watches ball 1 bounce in front of the plate. 1 out, 1-0 the count. Hasselton over at first base. 6, count them, 6 runs in. On 1, 2, 3, 4 walks and 4 hits. Man was erased on the base paths. That was Connor Smith trying to score. There's a swing and a miss by Featherling. The third baseman, he's 0 for 2 tonight. Check that, 1 for 2. He got a base hit in the first inning. Grounded out to the shortstop in the second. We are just in the bottom of the third, pardon me. And the throw over for Hosselton is not in time. Two and two the count. One out here in the bottom of the third. Swing and a miss. Featherling will strike out for the second out this inning. And that'll bring in Ian Klingler to bat for the second time. He walked the first time this inning, and well, actually his third time to come up during the game. Second time this inning. As I've got to do some scorebook reparations here. Scorebook repairs, one of those things whenever you get into the batting around, it's just cost of doing business, folks. High, way up high. 2 and 2, or 1 and 1 the count, pardon me. Klingler struck out his first time up there in the first inning, walked his second time. So he's 0 for 1. And that one high over his head as well. Lefty against lefty makes it kind of a tough one on Ian. See what he can do back there. Peyton Ray doing a nice job. Swing and a miss. Makes it 2 and 2 the count as Hosselton will go ahead and take second base. Only that one probably could be catcher's indifference. That one gets away. Wild pitch will move Hosselton to third. It's a full count for Ian Klingler. He stole a base, by the way, in that earlier this inning. And he swings through for strike 3. But the inning finally ends, but the running Lions send 10 to the plate, leave 1, score 6, and after 3 innings, it is Cisne 13, Red Hill nothing. We'll be back after these.
Don't buy from strangers, buy local. With national communication providers, you may be forced to try to get help from a call center across the country. Who needs the aggravation? Choose Wabash Communications instead. Our employees are local, so you'll be treated like a neighbor whenever you call or stop by, and you'll get straightforward pricing without any gimmicks or hidden cost. Plus, we actively support the communities we serve through monetary and in-kind donations. Put your money where your heart is. Here at home, visit wabash.net to express your interest in Wabash Fiber.
First, it was the love of your life. Then, the promotion you deserved. The daughter you planned for. And the son you didn't. Now you're ready for a new home. So how do you properly protect all this? To solve the big challenges of tomorrow, start with simple steps today at Country Financial. If you're ready to start, we're ready to help. So let's get started.
See me, Alex Atwood in Cisne, for your insurance and financial needs.
And welcome back here to Cisne. The running Lions lead the Red Hill Salukis 13-0 here in the top of the fourth. Bridwell, I'm doing the math here. Yeah, he had a rough outing. He gave up 2 hits, 4 walks, 5 runs. Did get 2/3 of an inning in. And one of those runs in that third inning went against Ray, but tough outing for the Salukis so far, as Ian Klingler will move to the pitcher's mound as Callahan taken out of the game. Check that, Callahan out in left field now. Levi moves behind home plate. And Ian Klingler will move from the plate to the pitcher's mound. So, top of the fourth inning, 13-run lead. They figure, Hunter, you've had enough. You're not going to pitch again this week. I don't think they play again later this week. They're not playing again until next Tuesday against Waltonville, right? Yeah. That'll be here. The game also starting at 4:30, as we'll be here as well next week for the Waltonville game as well as the Woodlawn game next Thursday. As Ian Klingler, the lefty for Cisne, throws just a bit up and in to Hayden Hessler. So close the book on Hunter Callahan. He got 7 strikeouts in 3 innings. That ball knocked to the left side, gathered by the third baseman and Featherling, and he throws across for the out. Nice throw, nice play by Featherling. Well, they moved Brack in? Well, they sure did, didn't they? Thank you very much. Appreciate the help from Brian Turner up here, moving all around the field. Now he's up in the booth. Where'd they put Featherling since you're my eyes in the booth up here? Did they take him out? I think they took him out. I had the right call. I had Callahan to left. That might be Featherling out and right, but I don't think so.
Who's in right?
What'd he say?
Featherling.
1 out. Klingler's next to Trevor Truel is taken for a strike.
Miles wouldn't lie.
Miles wouldn't lie. Trevor Truel struck out his first time up. Actually, the next 7 hitters, if you want to already keep in mind what they did their last time at bat, they all struck out. As Hunter Callahan had a run where he got 7 outs in a row by way of strikeouts. That's like bingo long, man. You just send the team to the dugout and start throwing. Bingo long and the Traveling All-Stars. I wonder if anybody I'm talking to even has ever heard of that movie. Great movie from the 1970s. That ball knocked into a short center field. Back on it is, wow, what a great play by Jesse Milner. Trailing back on that baseball and able to gather for the outstanding second out of the inning. That's a dandy. That's a pretty good shot. I bet you we got the replay of it too, though. There's battling media up here. That's going to be a good picture in the Wayne County Press, though. We're going to have we'll hopefully have the instant replay of that too. 2 outs here in the top of the 4th. Colton Bridwell steps in. He came in to pitch in that second inning. He's moved out to left field now. With 2 outs here, he will hit. Will Stemler out of the game, as is Garrett Holfaker. Stemler struck out in the first inning. This is Bridwell's first at bat, and that ball bounces inside. 2-2 the count with 2 outs. Red Hill looking for their first base runner since Dawson Holtz walked to open the game. Still no hits for the Salukis. That ball up to the pitcher, knocked down by Klingler. He gathers, throws to first. We are through 3.5. It is Red Hill. It is Cisne leading Red Hill 13-0. We'll be back after these.
At Back & Body Works Chiropractic, we help you feel better naturally. Our naturopathic treatments are for the whole family, from newborns to the elderly. We offer auriculotherapy for smoking cessation and appetite control. We use acupuncture to improve health and well-being in the mind and body. Our high-quality supplements are made from organic, whole foods and herbs for adults and children. We also offer exercise classes for women of every age, size, and fitness level. We are conveniently located at 101 South Main Street on the Square in Louisville.
Call my mommy.
Going beyond the expected. It's what they do at Pekin Insurance, and it's been their way of doing business since 1921. It's service that goes the extra mile, and product that provides the flexibility to meet all of today's insurance needs and tomorrow's as well. Stop by and see the agents at North Wayne Insurance Agency in downtown Flora and Cisne. They will provide the financial protection and peace of mind that you need and deserve. North Wayne Insurance in Pekin, beyond the expected.
I don't know. Well, 7 innings. They're in the 4th.
Welcome back here to Cisne. The Runnin' Lions lead the Red Hill Salukis 13-0 as we enter the bottom of the 4th inning. For the Runnin' Lions against Peyton Ray, it'll be Colin Draper, followed by Malcolm Levi. There might be some lineup shenanigans going on too, as it looks like Tyler Legg's got a helmet on. Also, it'll be Connor Smith checking in to hit. He has run the bases a couple of times. And Tyler Legg is on deck. It's tough keeping score in a high school game the way that they let you. The way that it's like hockey substitution now in high school baseball. They want to make sure everybody gets to play. Plus, they want to make sure everybody stays healthy, and that's okay. Absolutely nothing wrong with that. It will be Connor Smith. He's a sophomore, and he watches the first one go past for ball 1. Hitting right now for Colin Draper. Draper got a base hit his last time up. This is Connor's first at-bat. Peyton Ray, just a freshman for the Salukis. This is a very young Red Hill squad under head coach Stephen Killian. That's Killian like million rather than Killian like the Irish red ale. Killion. As Smith pops that one foul. 13-0. The lead for the Runnin' Lions. Next one from Ray is high and outside. Ball 4. Ray is disappointed. Connor Smith heads to first base. And hitting will be Tyler Legg. He was looking to bunt. Bunting up 13. I think he's just bunting for a hit rather than for a sacrifice. And he deadens that one. It is a fair ball. The throw to first gets away. And the runners will advance. Smith's going to get all the way to third base. As Legg will stay at first. Successful bunt. I'm going to give him a sacrifice and an error. So still nobody out. 13-0 the score. And up for Cisne, Leighton Atwood for the first time today. Jesse Milner in his correct spot on deck. As Atwood lets it bounce off a home plate. Ball gets away, but nobody advances. The Running Lions with 4 runs in the first, 3 runs in the second, and 6 in the bottom of the third. That one bounced to the left side, picked up by Ray, throws across. It gets away from the first baseman, and it'll be gathered. But heading over to third base is a leg. And Leighton Atwood. You're going to give that a single? Yeah. Okay, I'll give that a single too. All right. I thought so. He wasn't going to get to it. It was a little late. Put it perfectly. That ball bounces away from Hessler, and it's a ball 4 anyway. Jesse Milner will take his base at first. Sets up a force as Hunter Callahan comes to the plate. We'll see what Coach Killian wants to do here. Nobody out. Hey, Draper came in to score, right? Pardon me, Connor Smith came in to score earlier, right? Yeah, that's 14. Yeah, Smith came in to score on the Atwood single. So Ray will remain in the ballgame. With the bases loaded here for Hunter Callahan. 14-0 the score. Nobody out here in the bottom of the 4th. That ball a bit high to Callahan. Connor Smith came in to score on the Leighton Atwood single, so it makes it 14. And 1-1 the count to Callahan. He got a double his last time up. He's got 2 doubles in the game along with a walk. He's been on every inning. He has scored twice. His pinch runner, well, actually, he scored once. His pinch runner scored the second time. His pinch runner was thrown out at home. I believe that was Connor Smith running for him in the third. Smith has since gotten a run of his own. Full count for Callahan. Next one is in the dirt. That'll be a base on balls. Callahan gets an RBI. Send Milner to second. Send Atwood to third. And brings Tyler Legg home for the second run of the inning, bumping it to 15-0. And that, I don't know what they're doing right now. Well, I don't know if they were calling the game or what the thought was there. As it is, Peyton Ray will throw. That ball knocked down the right side. First strike, 1. 15-0 the lead here.
Red Hill thought they were playing 15 after 4.
That's what I thought the rule was too. Well, Red Hill has been Mercy ruled a time or two this year. They came in 1-6. That ball popped up to right or probably left center field. It will drop. 1 run will score as Brack gets a hit out to center. Leighton Atwood comes in. You can give that an error since nobody touched it. All right. Check that, make it an error. Boy, you're hardcore. Rays next. Tipped away by Eli Hosselton. That makes the score 16-0. With still nobody out here in the 4th inning. Hosselton, the left-handed hitter, knocks that one left side. It's going to be fouled and out of play. Boy, it's a tough sun field out there in left right now for the left fielder, that's for sure. Next one from Peyton Ray. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 for Hosselton. That'll be the first out of the inning. Bases remain loaded for Gavin Featherling. He watches ball 1 come in low and inside. It's Milner on third, Callahan on second. Brack on first. The ball knocked to the shortstop. Nice play. Throws to second for the out. That's the second out of the inning as 1 run scores. That will be Jesse Milner getting in on the fielder's choice. As Brack is erased. That ball fouled right at me. And I jumped away from it. You bet I jumped away. And the score is 17-0. That ball gets away again. Four runs are in here in this 4th inning. And we're checking the NFHS rules, and I'll be doggone, there is a mercy rule in there. That ball bounced to the second baseman. He gathers, throws out the hitter in Klingler, and the Cisne Running Lions, they bat around again, get 4 runs. They lead 17-0 after 4. We'll be back for the top of the 5th after this.
Welcome to the world of custom embroidery. Shirt Tails is here to service all of your embroidery and screen printing needs. From ball caps to teddy bears, we have it all. All custom made for your business or personal needs. We also sell Green Mountain grills and all the necessary products for your backyard barbecue. Call us today at 662-2451 or stop by 134 West North Avenue in Flora or visit us online at shirt-tails.net. With over 90 years of combined automotive repair experience, Butcher Automotive in Louisville has you covered. Locally owned and operated, Butcher Automotive offers complete vehicle repair services along with tire sales and wheel alignment. They are your local hand-cooked tire and interstate battery dealer. For your convenience, call 665-3666 for free local pickup and delivery because at Butcher Automotive, they don't want you to give them your business, they want to earn it.
Come see my daddy with our boys.
And welcome back here to Cisne, the Running Lions against the Red Hill Salukis. The Lions with an outstanding game going so far. They have faced 1 more hitter than the minimum, and that was the only base runner of the game was Dawson Holtz in the 1st inning. Since then, the Running Lions have set down 12 hitters in a row. and go into the top of the fifth inning here. We'll face Josh Henry, followed by Peyton Ray, and then Mason Moore for the Salukis. So a no-hitter so far for the Runnin' Lions. Ian Klingler, part of that. He, along with Hunter Callahan. Callahan, an outstanding first 3 innings as he got 7 strikeouts, walked 1, no runs, no hits, no errors. Faced just 10 hitters, only had a walk and bounce out to the pitcher and then a bounce out to the pitcher. So the fielders really didn't have much to do while Hunter was playing. Actually, didn't need him. Bounce out the pitcher for the 2 outs. Finally, the fielder's able to do something in the 4th inning as Featherling threw out Hessler, followed by a pop-up to that great play in short center field by the shortstop, Jesse Milner. And then another bounce out to the pitcher. So Josh Henry in against Ian Klingler, the lefty. Has a 1-2 count on Henry. Henry's a junior, facing the lefty Klingler. He bounces it foul and out of play to the right side. 17-0, the lead for Cisne. Salukis looking for their first hit. They're going to need a lot of them to force a bottom of the 5th inning, as the 10-run rule comes into force in the 5th. As far as I know, right?
Better.
The 15-run rule we thought came in the 4th, and it's in the NFHS. But I guess when you make an agreement, maybe you don't need to do that. Some states don't play by NFHS rules by agreement. You never know sometimes what you're going to get. 2-2 the count. That ball base hit solidly through for Josh Henry. Boy, that was if you're going to give up the first base hit of the game here in the 5th inning, it's good to see one, no decision one like that one. So Peyton Ray will check in. He's pitching now for the Salukis. He struck out his first time up. And he tries to bunt here. The ball gets away. They're going to call foul. Got a little piece of it. Not much, but enough to get it away. From Malcolm, the Running Lions catcher. Man on first, 0-1 to count, nobody out here in the top of the 5th inning. And they will send the runner. He gets a stolen base, Josh Henry, as he beats the throw. One and one the count to Peyton Ray as a turn on Henry. Nobody out here in the top of the 5th. That ball up high and inside. Just a dominant performance by the Cisne offense. 17 runs on 11 hits. That ball bounces away. So Henry will take third on the pass ball. "11 hits for the Running Lions. They've left 5 on base. Scored 17 runs, as there have been a bunch of walks for Red Hill as well. And there is another walk by Klingler. He'll put Peyton Ray on. So 2 men on. with nobody out here in the top of the 5th. Mason Moore steps in for Red Hill. They just need base runners if they're going to be able to extend this game. If you were watching Wabash yesterday, that ball a bit high and out of the zone. Ray will take second base. If you were watching Wabash Catch TV yesterday, you saw a 15-run inning. I say that is, I'm guessing that's pretty unusual. I'm trying to think the last time I've ever seen one. I watched it yesterday, though.
I've seen a lot of 10U softball.
You've seen some in 10 and under softball. I got it. And that ball is a base hit. That's going to score at least one. Will they send Ray? They will not, as the ball gets through the cutoff. But a run scores. Mason Moore with the base hit. And the Salukis are on the board. Well, now, by golly, I don't blame them for wanting to play the 5th. Get a hit, get a run. Still nobody out. It'll be Landon Ray checking in to hit for the Salukis. Right-handed hitter, or they'll let Moore go ahead and take second base. This might be Klingler's game until he runs out of pitches. See if Nick Howard decides to think about replacing him. But you got a 16-run cushion. You probably don't think that hard about replacing a pitcher. 17-1 is the score. 1-1 the count on Landon Ray. Two and one. Next from the lefty, Klingler. A little bit outside. Makes it a 3-1 count. 17-1 the score here in the top of the 5th. Men on second and third. Base hit probably would make it 17-3. And that ball knocked down the left field line in foul territory and out of play. That was Walt. Klingler stands on the hard left side of the rubber. He peers home. Full count. Strike 3 for Ray. And that's the first out of the inning. First strikeout for Klingler. That'll bring up Ross Wells. Ross is a senior, first baseman. Men on second and third with one out. Now on the top of the 5th, he swings through that one, nipper, but into the catcher's glove. First strike one. On deck is Cameron Gross. He came in the second inning following an injury to Dawson Holtz. That ball bounced in front of home plate. Nice stop by Malcolm Levi. He just let that hit him in the chest and says, hey, that's not going anywhere. Nobody's going to advance. We'll just nonchalant this.
Probably Baez would have swung at that.
Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Yeah, I saw that. He got a base hit, didn't he? Yeah. Avi Baez got a base hit off of a bounce. Knock to the first baseman. Hosselton makes the play. The run will score. And Hosselton heads to third to run the second runner back. But Peyton Ray does come in to score. Second run for Red Hill. Unassisted. for Hosselton. Second out. We'll bring up Cameron Gross. Man on third, it's 17-2. He pokes it out to left center. That's going to drop. That'll bring home the third run. And it's going to be a base hit for Gross. Mason Moore jogs in with the third run of the game for Red Hill. Klingler looking now at Hayden Hessler. Hessler the catcher. Salukis need some more base runners to extend the game. Hessler will be followed by Trevor Toole and then Colton Bridwell. 2 outs here in the top of the fifth. 14-run lead for Cisne, as they're looking for their third win of the season. That ball a little bit outside. Fans having fun at the old ball yard. 2-1 to count. That ball poked down the left field line. Foul ball. As Brack watched that one go by. Healthy. 2-2 the count. 2 men out. The next swung on and knocked. Is it going to be out of play? It will be out of play. It was down the left field line. I thought that Milner might have a chance at that, Jesse Milner, but it got out of play. 2-2 the count remains. Hayden Hessler at the plate, top of the fifth inning. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that will do it. The Cisne Running Lions knock off the Red Hill Salukis by a final score of 17-3. We'll be back to wrap things up here in just a moment from Cisne High School. Back after this.
For over 43 years, Bandy's Pharmacy has been your locally owned prescription for better health. With locations in Salem, Centralia, Mount Vernon, and Irvington, our fast, friendly, and professional pharmacists will take the time to explain your medications and give you the peace of mind that you deserve. Bandy's is also the area's largest provider of quality medical equipment solutions. And with a huge selection of medical uniforms and supplies, Bandy's Pharmacy and Medical Equipment truly is your prescription for better health. And welcome back here to Cisne as the Runnin' Lions able to
knock out a nice win tonight over the Red Hill Salukis. They defeat the Salukis 17-3. Had a home run tonight by Dalton Miller as the Runnin' Lions put up innings of 4 in the first, 3 in the second, 6 in the third, and another 4 in the fourth inning. The Lions able to power out a 17-3 win, and it was, if you can say it, it might have been more dominant than the score would even indicate, because they didn't give up any base hits until the top of the fifth inning to the Salukis, who scored 3 runs in the fifth inning, but it wasn't enough. Hunter Callahan picks up the win. He went the first 3, followed by Ian Klingler with the next 2. Callahan, 3 spotless innings, gave up 1 base runner. He walked the first hitter he faced. He got the next out on a sacrifice fly, and then struck out the next 7 hitters he faced, and the last hitter he faced did ground out to the pitcher. So in actuality, Callahan's 3 innings, he didn't use a fielder. Just amazing work, other than throwing it to the first baseman. So again, successful night for the Running Lions as they defeat the Red Hill Salukis by a final score of 17-3. We'll be back in action here on Wabash Catch TV. I believe next week's our next game, as we'll be in North Clay on Monday night. The Fairfield Mules will be visiting North Clay, and then we'll be back here again twice next week, on Tuesday against Waltonville, Thursday next week against Woodlawn. We do appreciate all of our sponsors for bringing you Wabash Catch TV's presentation of baseball today. Appreciate all you fans for tuning in, either on TV, or you can always check us out at the it's the Wabash Catch TV channel there on YouTube. For all of us here at Wabash Catch TV, thanks for watching, and so long from Cisne.